Hey y'all, welcome back. This is Dr. Snake. So I actually got right here in my possession another Super Famicom retro game cartridge that I do need to clean with you guys. So I'm gonna actually run through the steps, let you guys know what you kind of do need. If you have some other substitutions, totally fine, but this is actually what I do recommend, or I mean actually the best way to do it. So grab any window clean supply. This is what I'm using today. You could almost use, what is it? The 40% rubbing alcohol, the less percent, the better. Don't do anything that is 90 or above because it actually will ruin the pins. And a cleaning wipes to actually clean out the cartridges because we don't know where these cartridges have been. Either they have been in a smoking environment, which is disgusting, or you just need to clean it because they've just kind of been sitting around people's shelves and stuff like that. So you actually want to do that. A fine steel wool. This steel wool will actually slightly be used to actually remove the oxidation from the pins. Don't use the one that you actually do use for your dishes. That one's a little bit more of a wider steel wool. This is like a really fine tip one, so use that. So this is pretty much the main thing that you guys do need. I actually purchased this one on eBay. This one actually came in a 2-pack. It came with a Super Nintendo, Super Famicom tool, which is this one, and it actually came with an NES one because the NES ones actually do have a different size pin. And of course, I'm pretty sure they sell a Sega one and a Super Nintendo one, which I already said, sorry. Actually an N64 one. So this one does cover Super Famicom and Super Nintendo. It actually just comes in just like this. So you do need a tool that actually tries to hug it. So you kind of pretty much put it in place and actually holds it, so you have a handle, or you could just kind of do it with your fingers though, but you don't want to ruin your paws. So I do recommend a little handle. And oh yeah, and actually Q-tips. So Q-tips is pretty much what we're going to use to actually clean out the pins the way how I'm going to show you. So I just pretty much apply Windex or like the window window supply cleaning, and then this will actually work on the cartridges for the pins. So let's do this. So I haven't actually opened this. I actually got this in yesterday. So let's see. This one I actually got on eBay. There's actually not much US retailers, or actually like the little small shops actually do carry Super Famicom, and rarely any good titles, just really basic titles. So this one took about 2 weeks to get here, which is totally fine, from Japan. They actually have a distribution center, which I didn't know because it actually came from San Diego as what the package said, but totally fine. And I picked up, Street Fighter 2 Zero. So it's almost like an alpha, but this one's a little different because it has Zero. Again, there's so many Street Fighter games. I don't know what exactly timelines. Of course, when you go to 3, there's Alpha 3, there's Third Impact, there's Third Strike. For the Super Nintendo, it's pretty much like a Super Turbo standard Street Fighter 2, but this one's Street Fighter 2 Zero. So yeah, so I actually wanted to pick this one up, and the cartridge actually looks pretty darn well. I'm trying to see if you can see the pins. I'll show you more into detail, but that's pretty much what we're actually gonna be cleaning. So it looks decent, it looks okay, just a little smudge right there, but I am gonna get my wipes to actually kind of wipe it down. You don't want to kind of, just want to rub it down real quick. You never know, I'm just trying to be more, I guess, OCD with my stuff now. So let's do this. Do a nice little firm wipe. And you kind of see it dirty already, so definitely just needed like a nice little wipe down. See, the little stains are gone. I don't understand if I was an actual store owner that sold retro gaming toys, collectibles, I would definitely do a cleaning right before I sell it. It just looks more presentable, it looks more professional. But I guess the time that you have, I mean, there's no excuses. But yeah, I think that's my little pet peeve of mine, that why these people don't clean them before they actually sell them. And you gotta, you get more of a better sell, I believe. It's actually more presentable, especially with this cleaning. Now imagine every game that you actually do purchase at a third-party store, I mean, and it works right away. I mean, I'm sure I'll be a returning customer 24/7. But anyways, so there's that. There's a little wipe down. So let's open this up. So there's the actual pins right there. You don't actually, there's not a much pressure, not pleasure, pressure that actually does involve. And now this one just kind of magnetic, so it just kind of hangs. Put that there. If you want to have like a little white base, which is just a paper towel to see where the screws are at, because the table here that I'm using is kind of dark, so I probably will lose the parts, but luckily I'm A-okay. Let's see. This one doesn't want to come out. Wow, this one's actually kind of stuck. Let's see, almost there. There it is. Okay, so there's a pin, there's a cartridge, so here it is. So here's the main thing, the main focus on is what you will see in every game. So can't really see if it actually picks it up. So you're gonna see the pins right here, which is like so that's the layer that is actually underneath the underneath like the cartridge, so that's what's inside, so it looks more cleaner. You have that top layer, it looks like a straight line, and that's pretty much all the oxidation. So that's pretty much just playing a game for for this much time. This one actually did release in '96, so imagine that, and people just blowing in them. Like I guess the way how we taught from some odd reason how to fix cartridges to actually play them, I think you have a better shot there. So okay, so let's put that off to the side. Now let's apply the steel wool. Just kind of grab just a little chunk here. Make sure that you kind of form it like a little, like a little pencil. Just for this won't actually hit on the actual, on the actual green part of the actual board. So if you just want to kind of make it just like in a straight line, totally fine. So here you go. Let me see if I could. And you don't have to apply any much pressure. Just so lightly. And I believe you can almost kind of see it. Kind of pick it up right there. So you see how it's actually more gold and just more like just like a flat gold, I guess, like a platinum, not platinum because it's actually gold colored, but you could actually already see it. See how the difference is? Now from here, let me go down more this way. So where it says C6, make your guideline, and you'll see the rest of it right here. There it is. See, so now it's a nice even shiny gold. So that will pick up the actual system really, really well. When you do this, actually, it's actually like a great little run-up, cleanup for your cartridges. Most of the time, actually, I've been collecting retro games and consoles for quite a while now. And I've never had an issue with an actual system itself. It's always a cartridge. It's always a cartridge just kind of being dirty. So I know that you could actually buy new pins for the female part on the actual system. But I actually personally never experienced that because I never had that issue. I always saw the issue that it was on the cartridge itself. Very, very rarely I will actually get a dud of the whole game itself. And that is pretty much of a bummer, because if you spend your quality time searching for a game that you've been wanting and then the outcome just pretty much just like not working for some odd reason, that sucks. So I try to be a little bit more of a lighter minded. I'm like, okay, cool, like I totally found this for a great price and totally add this to my collection and just super excited for it. And that's it. So like I said, didn't apply too much pressure. I'm sure you can pick it up. Here's all the dirt too from the actual steel wool and a little bit from the pins, but not too much. Just pretty much all, off from here. So kind of just give it a little dab, making sure it didn't really hover over things. The steel wool will kind of stick into your fingers. No need. It won't harm you. You just gotta wash your hands thoroughly after. So let's do the pins. Put this back. Pretty much sits in the glove. Just remember how it actually does go in. And this insert is actually kind of different than NES one. So this one actually have like the little clips, so you kind of just insert it just the way like a tray. And the pins are back here. I believe the Super Nintendo ones, the US ones, the pins are in the back, and it's almost just like a sandwich. It just kind of comes right off. This one has like a little leverage on the top. So yeah, and then just kind of stop when it actually does stop. So no need on applying too much pressure or even pressure at all. Right there. Let's add a little bit more of a. Oh, this one has a little, actually just kind of keeps turning. Okay, so at least I know it's all there. Grab a little Windex. Oh, or a little, let's see. Here it is. Kind of dab it, just to kind of not make it too much dry. And then you will see, so you kind of clean it. So this will actually just remove all the burr and the little bit over the oxidations from the actual pins. And see how it's kind of getting a little black, a little gold in there. There was actually a video game store, I think it's called Video Game Geeks. Honestly, I've been through a lot of stores. This one's actually located in Fullerton. And those were the only guys that I actually kind of did see that they actually grab each game when you actually purchase it. They'll do a little Windex wipe and they actually just give it to you, which, I mean, kind of cool, but I'd rather just not see it, you know? I'd rather just them do it and then knowing that it will work, but from them doing that in my face, it kind of gave me like a little kind of worry there that it wasn't gonna work or just like a little cleanup, but hey, you know, that's just the way I am. Cool, so see how dirty that is? So now on the dry side, just give a nice little wipe down. And you are pretty much all set. That's it. That's pretty much how it gets done. Don't know if you could kind of see the more of the shininess on that. I actually like doing the Windex step after, because once I put it on, this guide helps me just go up to where it needs to go. If I do it while the pins are exposed, I feel like if Windex will go on the board, will go on that green part and kind of just ruin the game. But at least from here, I know there's a smaller slit. Obviously, I do have a chance of putting Windex in there. That's why when I sprayed it, I kind of just dabbed it on the towel. Didn't want to actually have it on the Q-tip itself. So yeah, so that's pretty much my guide. So that's how I pretty much cleaned it up, and that's it. You're all ready to go. So make sure to actually have the right tool, the right opening tool for all the games itself, to the systems that you do want to clean. Like how I said, if you actually do get this one on eBay, I only pay like about $6 for both pins, for the Super Nintendo ones and for the regular NES cartridges. So yeah, there you go, you guys. So I hope this video has become very helpful for you guys. And I say, you know what, go ahead and do all these true cartridges, because it will almost feel like if you just bought the system and bought the game for the first time. The way how it boots up, the way how it starts, you could just switch them out, switch them in, instead of just waiting and seeing if that final 5 or 10 switch of a turn on, turn off will work. So yeah, you guys, so hope you guys liked the tutorial on the cleaning of your OG gaming games. And yeah, you guys, so if you guys like more videos about this, I have been getting more experimental on these retro games. So if you guys want more videos of this, put the comments in below. More probably even console cleaning, because I know I'm a little nitpicking when I do purchase old consoles. I actually do like to clean the inside of the consoles. I don't like any type of, you know, bugs in there, or like a smoked environment, which actually will harm the outside and the inside of the console. But yeah, you guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys in the next one. Peace.